Next subject, how to level up your characters. No, sorry, how to level up. So if you see up here, right at the top, say left hand to the middle, you will see where it says London Town, which is my name, and it says level 41. And you're wondering, how do you level up? Okay, so to level up, you need experience. To get experience, you have to fight. But not all fights give you experience. So like I said, if you go into versus actually does not reward you with experience. So the only way to get experience is if you go through story mode again. Each fight you win in this story mode will reward you with experience. Go into your total level so you can level up. Also, another way is if you come into event quests. Like I said before, these are basically the same as story modes, as in the sense of it's a grid and you got to go around the grid. So each time you win a fight on these grids, you actually get experience for this, which will total up and go into your bar at the top there and level you up. That is the ways that you actually level up there, guys. Alright, the next subjects, catalysts. Alright, so as you can see, this is actually a good starting point. So as you can see in these daily events here, you're thinking, what are you going to win if you come into here? So now if you see these things, potential rewards, these are catalysts. Now the catalysts, you actually need these to level up, well, not level, to rank up your fighters. So what you'll notice is if you have a certain fight, it'll be on like start on level 1. When you get it to like level 10, you'll have the option to rank it up to level 2 and then level up from 1 to 20. Depending on how many stars your character is, it'll get higher and higher. So there are 3 different types of catalysts. First type of catalyst is a class catalyst. So as you can see right in front of you, this catalyst right here is a mutant catalyst. There are loads of different catalysts that will be in the game, which will be as your heroes are, which I will show you some more when I go into my heroes, and then I will explain that to you. Second kind of catalyst you need is a basic catalyst. Now these are, you will always need these ones. These ones will always be a necessity in ranking up. Either if it's a 1, 2, 3, or you get 4 TR catalysts as well. So obviously the first one is a 1 tier, then second is the second one, obviously like that. But you always need a basic to go with the class as well. So you always need these two mainly. Now when you get up into the ranks and get really strong characters, which I'm going to show you right now. If you come into here, when you start getting 4-star characters and then 5 stars if it's out by then, if I show you here, if I go to upgrade, now you will see the top one. Now that is, you didn't see that in the event that I just showed you, and this is actually a tier 4. As you can see, these ones you can't win as easy just yet. I don't know how it will be in the future, how easy they will be to access in the future, but for now these are really hard. You only can get them in special events when they actually come up. But as you can see, you need a basic one here. Then you need your class one, which this is a mystic. This is a different kind of one as well, depending on what class your hero is, as he is a mystic class. As you can see up here under his name, it says Unstoppable Colossus. His rating is 2399 and it has that little purple sign. That is a mystic class. Okay, so if you actually see right at the bottom, this is what you call an alpha. This is a tier 1 alpha. So obviously in the future these are going to actually go up to tier 2, tier 3 as well, depending on what kind of level you are and what star character you have. So maybe when you like further in the future, you actually need, we actually haven't, as this is being recorded now, we actually haven't seen a tier 2 or 3 alpha catalyst just yet. So for now it is just a 1, but maybe in the future you will see more depending on when you're actually watching this. But this is not as easy to get as the other ones. The other ones you can get obviously in them events I showed you. I will show you once more time. If we go into a fight, now if you come into event quests right here, every day this yellow one here will change into a different class. So for today it's actually the mutant class, that's why it's yellow. If it was like cosmic or tech, there will obviously be different colors and it will be right there, so you'd actually tap into it and then you would go for whichever one you need. If you need, like you saw in my Colossus, my Unstoppable Colossus, I needed a tier 3, so I would actually go for this one and go around it as many times as I possibly can until it actually gave it to me. Don't be upset if you go through it and you don't get it when you end the grid. Just go through it again and again and you will end up getting it anyway. Alright, so that was that. Oh, that's what I'm going to talk about now. So alphas. Now there's a certain way to get alphas. The easiest way so far to get alphas, if you join an alliance and you all work together to actually grind for the rewards to get to them. If you're not with an alliance, because maybe obviously where you're a beginner, you probably won't either have an alliance that strong, or you probably won't be with the alliance. So that alliance thing is probably out of the way. Another thing that will come up if you actually come into fight again. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Now if you go into versus, now and again they actually do, where you can see here, these are actually going for certain characters. Now in this same room, there's none up at the minute, but if you come down this way, there will normally be like a special event going on for like either a tier 4 basic catalyst, which I told you can't actually get in the normal quest fights. So you'll come here when the special mission, the special events are on, you can come and get here. And they also hold a special event to actually get alphas. Now it sounds easy, but it is really not, because you have to get in the top, like I think it's top 50 to get these certain catalysts, and to get in top 50 takes a lot of hard work. You probably have to get millions and millions of points. So if you're a beginner, these ways are definitely out of it. But like I said, if you're a beginner, you actually probably won't even need to use any alphas or tier 4 catalyst just yet, guys. I've literally played the game for about 6-7 months and spent loads and loads of money on the game, and I've literally started using them the last month or 2 months, I suppose. About 2 months we've been started to use them. So you probably won't be using them for a little while, especially if you're one of them people that are not actually gonna play the game that much or spend money in it, or even if you're not even going to grind. If you're just a casual player, you probably won't never need them, or maybe in the future when they start coming out, you'll probably just get them easier anyway. But I just had to tell you that anyway. Alright, so there's other ways to get these catalysts as well. If you come into the crystal once again, now and again, not so often, there will be a special crystal that comes up that you can actually get these catalysts, which is these crystals you actually get. So let me just show you. So if you want to buy a premium crystal, it only costs 100 unit. Now for these special catalyst crystals, they actually cost 550 units for one crystal, and you're not guaranteed a catalyst. Now in here you have ISOs, which is actually to use to level your character up. You also have basic tier 4 catalyst, basic tier 4 class catalyst, and you have alpha catalyst in there as well. But it is very expensive to buy, and that is another way to actually get catalyst as well. You can also get catalyst in milestone rewards. So if you come into fight, and if you actually see, let me just go into versus, this is where you'll be. Now this actually applies for alliance events as well, and these ones, if you go on to view rewards, now there's milestones. So if you go down the milestones, you will see each milestone you will actually get something. Now not in this one here, you won't get any catalysts, but mainly in the alliance events that you actually do with your alliance, these milestones, depending on what events they are, because there's loads of different events that goes on. Like literally, it's not just fighting events. There's like crystal events where you got who can open up like crystals and get points. But you will basically have milestones in every event that goes on in your alliance, and you can have a chance of winning certain catalysts that are there, ranging from tier 1 to tier 3, I believe. Also, if you look at the rewards as well, this will be the same as alliance. As you can see here, you actually win a character and you have a chance to win the catalyst with that character too. Now like I said, these are not, it says here top 40. Now that is no easy means, dudes. Even top 400, millions and millions of points. But as you can see, this is another way to get catalyst, but this is a very hard way to get catalyst. My opinion, when you're first starting out, I would personally say if you need any catalyst, just come into your special events and just get them from here. Your basic ones, get from here, go around the grid as many times as it takes. Also, if you 100% the grid, you're rewarded with one of them as well. Once it's 100% completed, you're not always guaranteed a catalyst, but this is also, this I think personally for lower level players, this is the best way to get your catalysts. These ones obviously will have to wait once a week for a certain class to come out, but this is the best way for beginners to actually get the catalyst they need. When you get further up in the range, you'll know everything there is to know, and then you'll know how you want to get your alphas or tier 4 catalysts. But for now, this is where you want to be to get your catalysts. Okay.